Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now earlier today I made a video going over the brand new duplication glitch in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It has pretty much 200,000 views already, which I definitely wasn't expecting. So I appreciate you guys checking it out and enjoying it. But thanks to you guys in the comments of my previous video, we now know how to make this glitch even better. So now I'm going to be showing you the new and improved updated version of this glitch. This is the more efficient way to do this, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to duplicate different things and how to keep your shields from breaking, because I saw a lot of you guys were complaining that your shields were breaking over and over again. But before we get into it, a lot of people were saying that they couldn't get this glitch to work, and some people were saying it works just fine. Apparently, if you update your game, that can fix the issue. Now, I'm still playing on the old version 1.1.0, but a lot of people are saying if you update to version 1.1.1, it will fix the problem, and then suddenly you can start duplicating again. So if you can't get the duplication glitch to work, I suggest trying that out. So as a refresher, and for those of you that don't know what the duplication glitch is, what we want to do is have a shield. I like to have a shield that has a glider on the back of it, so I get a little bit more air time. And we want to hold in ZL, and we want to jump, and then while we're in midair, we want to hit the A button. So ZL, X, and then A. And you do a shield surf maneuver. So now that you know how to jump, what we had to do next was take any item that we wanted, and we wanted to drop them onto the ground so that they would show up in the very last slot in our inventory. So I dropped those radishes on the ground, picked them up, and then they appeared at the very end of the inventory. And then now that the radishes are at the bottom of the inventory, the next step is to jump and then pause while we're in midair. Then we want to select any item in our inventory that we have one of. So I have one of this oil jar, so I will hold that in my hands and then select the item that you want to duplicate, which for me is the hardy radishes. So I will hold these, and then when we exit the inventory, they will fall to the ground, and then when we pick them back up, I should have double the amount of radishes. So I have 8 radishes now, and that is essentially how the glitch works. Now, the reason whatever we want to duplicate needs to be at the very end slot of our inventory is because, here, let me show you. Here I have my radishes, okay? I want to duplicate these so I have them at the end of my inventory. Technically, you can duplicate anywhere in your inventory list. It doesn't have to be at the very end, but if you do that, it's going to eat up whatever comes in line next. So an example is, say I want to do iron shrooms. I want to duplicate the iron shrooms. So let's jump, pause, and then these iron shrooms, I will hold one of these, and then I will hold the shrooms. Well, the issue with doing it this way is that it's going to take away whatever comes right behind the item you want to duplicate. So if I want to duplicate the iron shrooms, it's going to take away 4 of the sky shrooms. So if I unpause, drop, right, I should have more iron shrooms, but see, yeah, now I have less sky shrooms. So it took away from the sky shrooms and gave them to the iron shrooms. So technically, yes, you can do this glitch anywhere in your inventory, but the reason that we're putting it down at the bottom is because if it's in the last slot, it has nothing to steal from. So if you duplicate these hardy radishes at the bottom of your inventory, it's going to steal from nothing. So you're just going to gain a positive amount of radishes. So to show you another example of this, I'm going to jump and then say I want to duplicate these Sundelions. Well, I will hold one of these, and I will hold 4 of these. So I have 4 of these radishes. So if it works, it's going to give me 4 more of the Sundelions, and then I will have no more hardy radishes left. So yeah, I have 4 more Sundelions, but it completely ate away all of my radishes. So you can do this anywhere in your inventory as long as you're okay with whatever the second item is getting deleted. So that's why you want to put whatever item you want to duplicate at the very end. So I've seen a lot of people complaining that they were losing their items, and that's why. So that's why we want to drop the items and then pick them back up so that they show up at the bottom. And then depending on what it is you want to duplicate, if you sort by like attack power or type, if you go by type, the large Zonai charges are going to be at the very bottom, just by default, so these are great to duplicate. So next up, I'm going to show you guys an easier way to duplicate for those of you that were complaining about going through a lot of shields. This glitch is going to burn through shields. One way you can get past that is if you do the glitch in the snow or in the sand. It's not going to eat up your shield's durability if you do it in the snow or the sand. But another way you can do this glitch is actually using your glider. So here I'm standing up on this little hill. We'll just jump, pull out the glider, pause, and then say I want to duplicate these Zonai charges. I will just hold one of these, and then hold 4 of them, drop, unpause, and should have more. And I do. I have more in my inventory. But you can actually make this glitch even better, because if you do it multiple times before your feet touch the ground, I mean, you can duplicate like multiple items at once. So let's try this again, for example. Jump, glide, pause. We will sort by type. So we have 31 Zonai charges. So I will hold this. Pause, pause. So those items are falling to the ground. So now I will select one of these tails. Hold. Unpause, pause. Select one of these, hold. And then select more. Then unpause, and all those fell to the ground. Pick everything back up. And now I have 43 Zonai charges. That's absolutely crazy. So as long as you can get this off multiple times before you touch the ground, you can duplicate multiple things at once. So say I want to duplicate these large Zonites, I will drop the large Zonites onto the ground so that they show up at the last spot in my inventory. So let's try this again with the large Zonites. I have 14 of them. Let me jump up here. Jump, pause. So I will select one of these. Select something else I have one of, which is a tail. Select some more. Unpause, pause. This I have one of. Select a few more. And then unpause. So I started with 14, and now I have 26. So just like that, that took no time at all. I went from 14 to 26, and it took like 10 seconds. So do keep in mind, though, you can't have more than 21 items on the ground at once. So if I wanted to duplicate these large Zonites again, I can't drop all 21 of these on the ground. Because if you go over 21 items on the ground, they're going to start deleting themselves, and then you're going to lose out on your resources. So anytime you're doing this duplication glitch, just be careful about how many items you're dropping on the ground at once. So just to be careful, if you're going to jump and use the glider technique and then pause it, I wouldn't do it more than 3 times, because if you're dropping more than 21 items, you're just going to start deleting them, and then it's going to be counterproductive. So I would just make sure you do it 3 times while you're in midair, just to be extra safe. So the fact that you can have only 21 items on the ground at one time kind of puts a limit to how much you can duplicate, because if I wanted to duplicate more large Zonite, obviously I can't drop all 26 of these on the ground, or they're going to start to disappear. But to bypass that issue, say I wanted to get more than 26 large Zonite. Well, if I don't care about whatever item is behind it, then I can continue the duplication glitch. So say I want more than 26 large Zonite. Well, if I don't care about this black horn, then I can continue to duplicate these large Zonites. So just to show you here, I will jump down and glide. Now I will pick one of these, and then I will pick 4 of those. So it should just completely delete this horn if it works correctly, and I should get 4 more of the large Zonite. So now I do have 4 more of the large Zonite, but it deleted that black horn that I had from my inventory. And then the final tip I want to give you guys for this glitch is if you want to do it with something that's living, like fairies. Let's go indoors. We want to do it indoors. So let's do a shield jump. Now fairies are going to be really quick, and they try to escape right away. So we have one of these. We will hold it. Hold the fairy. Now as soon as we exit out of the menu, we want to try to grab the fairy. Just like that. So to do it again, we will shield jump, then we will hold, Collect the 2 fairies. Back out. Catch the fairies. And now we should have 4 fairies. We do. We have 4 fairies. So yeah, if you want to do it with something living like a bug or some lizards or some fairies, just be sure to do it indoors so it's a lot easier to capture them versus releasing them out in the wild. But that is going to do it for this updated version of the duplication glitch. If it helped you out, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here and hit the bell for notifications. That way you guys don't miss out on any future Tears of the Kingdom videos. And that is going to do it for me, everyone, and I will talk to you all next time.